What do you think about the thoughts you think? Do you think those are your thoughts? Do you think you attract those thoughts? Do you think those thoughts are manufactured in your brain? Do you think that the thoughts mean anything? Do they have any importance or even relevance? Are you paying attention to certain thoughts and leaving out others? Are you noticing now that you are able to stop thought when you meditate, or at least go inwards when you think about who you truly are in this reality? You're not the person you think you are with the personality and the identity and the history and all of that. You are so much more. And is that something that you consider? You are loved and supported by more than you could ever begin to count. And does that influence how you think about yourself, your perspective? You have to understand that your perspective of yourself in this reality is a combination of thoughts, beliefs, values, preferences, and desires, all accumulating into a mental construct that forms an identity. The identity is quite limiting because you will not do this and you won't do that and you will always do this based in who you think you are. And so that perspective really is coming out of your identity or emerging from an identity. If you can understand that you are everything and nothing, that the thoughts you attract are just thought forms and they come to you for certain purposes. They could be urges, they could be judgment, they could even be inspiration. And it's all dependent on that perspective. As those thoughts are attracted based in that mental construct, that perspective, and that vibration, they seem like the thoughts that are personalized to you. They seem like your thoughts. But that's just an interaction between your vibration and the vibration of those thoughts that have always been thought before. And there's nothing really special about those thoughts other than how you perceive them, what you think you are, what you think they are, how you consider them, what you do with them. You are now free to do anything you want with those thoughts. They are not meaningful in any way. You can let them go, you can consider them, you can write them down, you can play with them if you like. The idea here is that the thoughts you think are attracted based on the vibration you're offering, which is supported by the identity and your perspective. Expand that perspective, open up your set of beliefs, and you will notice that the thing that happens first is that you will attract new thoughts, new thought forms, still being personalized, still feeling like the same kind of thoughts you've had before, but there's a different quality and intensity to those thoughts. There is still nothing meaningful about those thoughts. They are just coming. And so when you have a thought that sounds judgmental, you don't really need to worry about it. You don't really need to think you're doing anything wrong. You don't really need to change it at all. Just observe it. Just notice it. And notice what is happening as you attract certain thoughts. When you have dropped your perspective and feeling a low emotional state of being, what are the thoughts that are coming to you then? Notice how they are matching that state of being. It would be strange if you had cheerful thoughts when you had dropped your perspective. And so the thoughts that are coming to you are based in that perspective slash that vibration. And they mean nothing. You do not have to react. You do not have to act on them if it's an urge to change a condition. You do not have to take them seriously. Know that they're just blowing in the wind and you've caught some of them with your net of vibration. It isn't even important to change that vibration. Many people want to raise their vibration in order to attract good things. The first thing that you will attract is a different quality of thought. But that thought, until it's thought again and again and again and again, doesn't really come into play, because unless it's a belief, it's just a firefly swirling around. The thoughts you think over and over and over again, those turn into beliefs, and you can look at them, process them, understand, is that limiting? Is that empowering? What is this really telling me about what I'm offering in my vibration? This entire reality, starting from thoughts and going all the way to manifestation events, is simply a reflection of the vibration you are offering. Everything that's happening in your reality and how you feel about those things, how you actually perceive those things, is a reflection of the vibration you are offering. If you seek to change the thoughts, the ideas, the inspiration or the urges, or the outside conditions and people, you are still perceiving that those things can make you feel something. I wish I didn't attract that thought. Why did I attract that thought? That thought makes me feel something. Aha. Pretending that the outside conditions, including the thoughts or manifestation events or physical reality, can make you feel anything. It cannot. You are simply choosing to allow it to shift your perspective. If you choose a thought or an idea or an urge or an experience to shift your perspective, that's on you. It's not on the thing you're looking at. It's not on the thought. It's not on the manifestation event or the person involved. It's always you dropping your perspective. Why does that perspective drop? Because it seems like you're not going to get what you think you want. It seems like a limiting belief might be in the way. And of course, all of this is true. But it still doesn't mean anything. It still means nothing because you are the creator of your reality. Meaning, how you feel creates a vibration, and that vibration is emitted from you, and this mirror of reality reflects back that vibration so that you can understand who you're being and what vibration you're offering. If you seek to raise your vibration in order to change the thoughts, change the manifestation events, change the reality, you're still perceiving yourself as a victim to those things, trying to avoid that which you don't want or get that which you think you want. But what you truly want is clarity. This is why you're here now. This is why you do the activations and the courses and read the books and watch the videos. This is what you truly want. With that clarity, you understand that if you have a judgment, that's okay. That's part of this whole system. There's nothing wrong with that. If you do something you think is bad or wrong, that's perfectly okay too. If you're in fear of something outside of you, that's part of the system. That's changing that is not necessary. Changing yourself is not necessary. All of it is perfect, and it's perfectly working towards moving you from one perspective to another perspective. A simple shift in perspective. Is that a better shift, a higher shift? It's simply a more expanded shift. There is no better or worse, good or bad, right or wrong. It's all part of this playground that you're on so that you can understand the vibration you're offering. But to offer a enhanced vibration in any way, that desire to do that is generally because you want to get something that you think you want or avoid something you think you don't want. But you would never want to avoid something you think you don't want. You want to come with the idea, the understanding that if this thing I'm worried about happens, it's going to show me something that I can't see from where I am now. It's going to benefit me by pointing out my limitations. Since you're a limitless being, you very much want to know where your limitations exist because you cannot see them yourself. You can only see them through the reflection of that reality in manifestation events, in thoughts that are coming to you, and urges to change conditions, all part of this game. So we want you to consider just for a moment that possibly, quite possibly, You could be perfect as you are now. However, in that perfection, there is much you cannot see. You have a certain level of clarity based in the work that you've done up to this point, whether you're on this call now or listening at a later date, based on the courses, the activations, the reading, the watching of the videos, the listening to podcasts. All of that has enhanced your clarity. That enhanced clarity goes hand in hand with an enhanced perspective and an opening of beliefs. As you move forward, you will bring on more clarity, shift to a more expanded perspective, and see more of what's truly going on in your reality. But while you're on that journey, if you are thinking things should be different than they are, I want to avoid this, I very much want that to feel good, then you're going to be directing all of this behavior in a way that you think makes sense from where you are. Yet you don't have the clarity to see where this road is taking you. It's taking you exactly where you want to go. So every little shift in perspective is an opening of beliefs. And every little opening of beliefs is a shift in perspective. Soon enough, you'll understand. I am going to make a judgment call sometimes. I am going to see things as wrong or bad. I'm not going to be sure if I'm operating on inspiration or if that's an urge, but I'm going to have the experience and see it as perfect, even though I may drop my perspective here and there. I may cast some judgment. I may have my own doubts. Every single experience you have has this information. How you feel about it is something you can consider after the fact. You can look at it and see possibly, quite possibly, how you saw it was based on the identity, who you think you are. As you are listening to more of this and thinking in a deeper way, you are turning inside. As you are turning inside, the contemplation of these thoughts and ideas and manifestation events and how other people are acting and how you're behaving and the judgments you're assessing and the compassion that you give, all of that is being churned up so that you will understand a little bit more of what's actually happening with those thoughts, with those ideas, with that inspiration, with that urge, all leading you to every single experience you'll ever have forever and ever and ever in a limitless journey of expansion. You are expanding. You are gaining clarity. You are moving forward, even if it seems like you're not. Everything is always working out perfectly for you because the entire system, your reality, is designed around you. Everything, anyone who comes into your life, anything that happens, anything that you're inspired to do, every experience you've ever had is designed for you. If you can see it from that perspective and you can step back, be the casual observer of these experiences and just note, how did I react? How did I feel? What did I think? What is the information in this experience? How did I grow from that? How did I expand from that? How did that experience shift my perspective to see who I truly am a little bit more? The illusion is separation. The truth is connection and oneness. You are always moving from that illusion, from the fear, to the connection, to the love, because you wanted to explore it all. There's nowhere to go. You'll never get it done. You're here to enjoy this life. So look at everything as happening for you, and you will see all that's necessary to see for you in that experience. And with that, we'd like to talk to you about anything you'd like to talk about.